WNST, Tassel, Baltimore, and Baltimore Positive. I am wearing the Baltimore Positive bow tie here today. We're at Drug City, this guy's place. George Fotis is our guest. I've got the new instant lottery scratch-offs, and I was at the Maryland Lottery headquarters about 3 hours ago. And I'm wearing my Drug City shirt.
That's right.
Same one that Gina Shock had on, back here a couple months ago. And we have the Drug City light behind us. And they knew I was coming to Drug City. And they're like, one of our oldest retailers, maybe the old, like, your top 100 as a company. You were one of the first businesses that's still around.
Absolutely.
In 1973. 50 years of the Maryland Lottery. George is here. Good to be back in Dundalk, man.
Take care. Thank you for joining us.
Well, if he doesn't have it, you don't need it. You know that in Dundalk. But I was downstairs just searching through, like, the candy aisle, and I said to my wife, I'm so pleased to be here today because, like, this is a part of my childhood. And you know that. So I'm appreciative of the sponsorship and the partnership. But you got a lot of things going on. I couldn't get into the fountain today.
It was busy. Mobbed. Absolutely mobbed. Our lunch service has just been tremendous lately. Just fantastic to see, especially a space where we didn't even have a purpose for it. If you remember years ago, it used to be tanning and videos.
It was the video area that, that I never visited because I wasn't 18, pull back the curtains. But Mr. Statham is here. Oh, I'm going to start singing to you. And he's so far away, he can't do anything about it. Look at him. He's looking at me. Look at him. He's all out of wind coming up here. We're in a tasting room, by the way. A lot of folks have never made it up here, right?
No.
They know about Drug City. We're sort of above Drug City, right?
We're right above the pharmacy right now, and lots of people have been up here, but plenty of people haven't. And there's always talk: is there really a room upstairs? And
I call that a dungeon, and you're very upset with me about the secret room. It's a Churchill room, is what it is, right?
Call it a lounge. Dungeon has a certain connotation that we're throwing people in there and not letting them out.
Well, I would go by choice, especially if you had some of this whiskey in there. You're really like a whiskey, I don't know, connoisseur. That's kind of a crazy French word for Dundalk, but whatever it is that would be experts or a place where people come to get whiskey. And everybody knows about your liquor store. My son's been shopping here for, he's 38, so I guess he's been here 17 years, but you're his favorite liquor store, but you're everybody's sort of favorite whiskey place.
Sure. We are a destination. People come from all over Virginia, Pennsylvania, D.C., we are big into whiskey. If you know now, it's hard to get a lot of these bottles. So we do a great job of getting these bottles, obtaining them, letting people try them at the fountain. We're buying barrels. We're just doing innovative things.
Down at the fountain, and it's such a humble little. It's a fountain. It's exactly what a 1955 soda fountain would be. I'm drinking an almond smash. This is legit. My wife has got something grown up. I don't know what is that. It's a grown-up iced tea. Blackberry vanilla. What is it? Seltzer. When he gave me the menu, I couldn't get it. There's 55 different kind of drinks I can get down there,
Absolutely.
Right? Ooh, I guess I'm driving home.
Yeah.
George Fotis is our guest. We're Drug City on behalf of the Maryland Lottery and our friends at Window Nation. I'll get my floppy hat out here. Give everybody your story, because, I had you on the show 6 months ago. I came in. I didn't know you. I knew of you. You knew of me. I had such history here. Your history here it's as great a local East Side story of someone working in an institution place and then becoming it. And literally, you're the guy here now, right?
Sure. It makes for a good story. Absolutely.
It really is a beautiful story.
It's I grew up in Hollandtown, Greektown. Went to grade school at Sacred Heart of Mary right down the street from here. Basically, my mother told me I was going to become a pharmacist. She had a brother that was a pharmacist, other family members.
Make a good living.
Yeah, that's right. And oddly enough, I listened. I explored different things, but I heard what she had to say, and she made a very compelling argument. So right when
was your handwriting already sloppy, or do you have to be sloppy to be a pharmacist?
It was bad, and it's gotten worse.
All right, good. Then you're qualified.
Yes. I got into pharmacy school. I couldn't find a job anywhere. I was going to all the local places, F&M, remember them?
Sure.
And Rite Aid, and I was just going around. I was giving a half-assed effort to
pass mark.
Yeah.
I want to mention all the old places that are gone now. Right?
Absolutely, Safeco and
Two Guys.
Did
they have a pharmacy at Two Guys?
I don't think they did. It was more of a department store.
Revco.
Yeah, Revco is a big one.
Come on, I'm coming through all these. Hold on there. Rite Aid, Murphy's. Reeds.
Reeds was
They still have
Rite Aid.
Reeds,
Yeah.
right? They still have Reeds up in New York.
Oh,
they
the
have.
Dwayne Reeds, yeah.
Dwayne
They're
Reeds,
all
right.
over the place. So right when I got into pharmacy school, she found me this job here. She's like, George, go to Drug City. They're hiring. I went there, had an interview with the old man, Doc Harry, and his son, Doc Mark. They hired
And when
me.
did Doc Harry? He is the 54, right?
Doc Harry, yep. He started the place up in 1954. He was probably about 28, 29 years old.
Is that a peanut guy? Was that a Mr. Pill? What is that?
It's a pill.
Oh, it's a pill.
But he sure looks like the peanut guy. My daughter made that.
There's probably a Quaalude
Yeah.
joke in here somewhere from the 80s.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a rock and roll joke.
Yeah,
or something.
before that, we had the generic mortar and pestle that like every pharmacy uses as their logo. You know what I mean? And my daughter came up with that, and I still have the original drawing right at my desk. Here he is.
You know, they say it's a soda jerk, is what they say. This guy's not a jerk, though. Chuck's here. I got to move the camera back to get everybody in here. Chuck Jacobs, who recruited me. Only I could be sitting at the bar at Costas watching a baseball game and have a guy that looks like Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top come up to me and say, "Hey, man, I'm over at Drug City. You ever heard of Drug City?" And I'm like,
Of course you have.
"Come on, dude. I mean, I rented movies there back in the day."
That's right. Tanning, video, right? All that stuff.
I think I probably still have Purple Rain, the Prince Purple Rain.
That's what you said last
I
time.
probably still owe, like when you don't take your library card back,
Yeah.
We're gonna have to dig that up.
If anybody brings
Or
you
ask
an
Miles to
old
find
school
it. Yeah.
VHS that they find with the Drug City wrapping on it,
Yeah.
if they bring it back to you, do you want it? Or it's like if I found my old book
We almost
to
want to
take
hang it
back
up, right?
to the North
Yeah.
Point Library.
Yeah.
Do you take it back if it says 1982 on it, or do you not?
I think we've had a few people come in just to show us their cards. They still have their video
cards,
rental
okay.
cards. Nobody's been brave enough to bring a VCR
Well, I didn't
tape
rewind
back.
the thing back in '84, so I felt guilty. I never brought it back. If you didn't rewind it, old man Doc could charge us,
Oh, yeah.
like 50
Oh,
cents.
sure. Yeah.
Maybe
No
a buck.
rewind. That's
'Cause
right.
we got to put it in the machine and do it ourselves.
What am I drinking, Chuck? Because my wife brought some brandy blackberry. I don't know what she got.
Jen got the sugar-free blackberry vanilla with vodka.
Oh my
hard
God,
seltzer.
Stephanie Palo's here. I just looked up, and Stephanie Palo's
I
here.
just walked them up. So I made you
It's gonna be a
the.
good show today.
That's called the Suburban. So it's based after the Almond Smash.
There's no
Suburban
liquor
soda.
in this.
No, sir. It's
How's
just
the show going to be any good?
It's just a soda. I can make it with vodka. It's called.
No, don't do that.
That's what I'm
Mr.
saying.
Statham can't handle me with all that. Oh my God, Kim Wrigley's here. Oh my God, look at how beautiful you are. Hi, how are you? What's going on? These are all the girls that when they talk to me in junior high.
Now, yeah, that's right. Oh, I've been there. Yeah. Now they come in the fountain. They're like, "Hey, Chuck." I'm like, "Oh, hey, I remember
Well,
you."
when I get Stephanie up here, Stephanie was the girl that sat next to me my first day of homeroom, 7th grade.
All right.
She hated me.
Uh-oh.
She loves me now. Everybody hated me in 1979. No, come on, But so you're making these like total scratch. When
yeah.
you say it, you mean it.
We hand make all our sodas from scratch. We don't have any kind of Coke or Pepsi product. It's seltzer water out of the tap, ice,
My
syrups.
wife disparaged maraschino cherries last week, and I'm not going to have that in my life.
Yeah,
Because they're legitimate.
they are. So we do the cherry cola, phosphate and lime.
I saw a limeade, cherry limeade.
Cherry limeade I came up with. Yeah, I had.
What's a lime, Ricky?
A lime Ricky is going to be just a lime soda with a pump of sugar and then a little bit of phosphate. And then it's just a lime. It's opposite of a
Hold
Sprite.
on, this is a pharmacist. What's phosphate?
The phosphate gives it that tingle.
Yep. So I have
it's acid
phosphate in that as well.
phosphate.
The
Yeah.
fizzies?
Correct. Yep.
In addition
Yeah.
to the carbonation.
Right.
It gives it a little kick, wouldn't you say? A little
Correct.
pop.
Yep. So all root beers, ginger ales get the acid phosphate. And when I made this, one of my friends, Norm Brown, came in last December, and he said, "Chuck, come here a minute." So I went back to his booth, and him and his wife were having lunch, and he said, "Remember as kids we used to have Suburban sodas?" And it was like somebody smacked me in the back of the head. And I'm like, almond smash. Because I have an almond syrup on the bar, and the black cherry is amazing as a soda or in this mix. So I ran back to the bar right away and started thinking of it, and I needed a little bit of bite, so I added the acid phosphate. And then Doc George has been up, Chuck, let's do a soda of the week. So every week now I've been doing a soda of the week at the fountain and my first one I did was the Suburban. And
Suburban almond smash.
Yep. So I've had people coming in ordering it for their parents saying, "My mom and dad sent me up here to get something called a Suburban." Like they have no idea because Suburban's not around anymore. But it's awesome. It's pretty. Everybody I've had that's had it has said it's spot on, and I agree. It's pretty great.
We had a Suburban machine outside of the Riders Farm Store behind Colgate Elementary, 1972. So I was 5, 6 years old. take 10 cents up, put it in, you get an almond smash, return the bottle. I mean, that's when I was little, but man, everything's old-fashioned
Yeah, it
here,
is.
right?
And you know what? I don't remember. It's a little before my time, but Chuck says they were a local company, right?
They
Suburban was in Baltimore,
delivered
and
to
they
your
would
house.
deliver in
Yeah.
a wooden box.
Correct. They'd be like a wooden crate, and they would have they were famous for their lemon lime, orange, ginger ale, and every year my parents around the holidays would make like a holiday bar, with drinks, and they'd always stock it with Suburban to make mixers. And almond smash was a very popular one, and when he said that, I was like, I can make that. So I ran back and put it
besides,
together.
it looks like a Shirley Temple too.
It does.
Right? Yeah.
Right, and we throw the cherry in just for the effect, but
When I went to Squires, all of my childhood was Shirley Temple. I mean, you make Shirley
absolutely,
Temple, right?
yeah, grenadine and cherry, yeah.
So it's not ginger ale?
No, just grenadine, cherry, and seltzer water.
See, I just drink it. I
Some
don't know
folks
what it
make
is,
it with Sprite. You can do it with a Sprite, and now we're also doing a cotton candy Sprite as well, which is our cotton candy syrup and Sprite, which is awesome too. So we can pretty much make anything you think of.
Yeah, the sky's the limit. I mean, you can just use your imagination and
Sure.
just come up with things. It's just amazing.
Drug City, we're in Dundalk. We're in the tasting room above the fountain. Calvin Statham, without the Statham singers, but we're gonna. Stephanie Palo's gonna join us. Ingrid Kolschak. We're gonna make something up. I've got a keyboard up here. Do you still know how to play the piano, Mr. Statham? You still know how to play the piano? Oh, he's forgotten. Yeah, sure he has. So we're going to have some fun here. This man's a legend. This is an extraordinary individual, and we're going to give him some love next couple of hours. I don't think I'm ever going to get a harder time on the air than I'm going to get from this man. This man was my 7th grade music teacher. He still gives me the evil eye that makes me have that fear of I got to hit that note the right way as a baritone. So
sure.
He didn't cast me as Freddie in My Fair Lady. I'm still angry about this, so we're going to get even today.
My middle school, high school teacher, Miss Ayala, still comes and sees my band play now when we play out. And
Where are you playing? Give everybody your rock and roll thing.
Heavy Souls, the band. We just got voted best band in Dundalk.
That's right.
I also got best bartender in Dundalk and the Eagle for the Reader's Choice Awards. We won best cocktails, best cheap eats, best decor. We've done very well. Very proud of our staff. We're playing at the Muddy Beaver tonight from 7 to 11, which is down in Edgemere. And then we're at Hard Yacht once a month, and then we're out everywhere and about here and there.
Website? Find you on Facebook? Okay.
Heavy Soul. Yes,
Heavy
sir.
Soul.
Yep.
What are you playing?
Percussion.
No,
So
but what you, like,
so we-
come out, what are you going to play?
We do anywhere from a 2-piece to a 4-piece, depending on the venue, how they can, facilitate us as the band. So we play anything from modern day, little country, little old time stuff. So we mix it up. It's more of an acoustic kind of set. Stephen Henson, Jim Lewis, and Tom Titus are the other band members. Little harmonica in the songs as well by Stephen, and Jim Lewis and Stephen Henson are both also
I'm coming
solo
out.
artists.
That's it.
Yeah, come
I'm
on
coming out
out,
to see
man.
the show one night.
Yeah, please do.
Come over to Hard Yacht and see you guys.
Yeah.
Weather's getting better, man.
We'll be outside on the deck before you know it.
So what's going on here? I was here a couple times, like October, December. I come in and get booze all the time in a liquor store. But you're so seasonal, man. Like, I mean, the first thing I saw when I came was Mary Sue Easter eggs. And
That's
I
right.
start to sing the song, right?
Yeah.
Mary
But I mean,
That's right.
We
That's
love
right.
those Easter eggs, Mary. Easter and then spring. I mean, you're a very seasonal business in that way, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we keep rolling. We love seasonal. It's tough to buy seasonal as a store nowadays, and you see less and less because
Sure.
there's no way to plan it. You have to order it a year ahead of time. Storing it or blowing it out are your only options when you're done, and neither are good options. But I enjoy it. I think it gives the store life. It's not just there's always something different here.
That's
from
true.
one month to the next, and it's typically those seasonal products or the craft beers that are changing.
I found a distilled peanut butter porter in here, and I think I walked out of here with it in November or whatever. My wife was out of town 3 nights ago. I found it in the back of the fridge, poured it. And, I always get one of everything when I come in because I like beer. And I took one mouthful and I'm like, oh, God, this is good. And I took a picture of it. I ain't going to see it again. That's it. I feel guilty because I didn't get to share it with anybody else, but that's the nature of it. But you can have as many lime rickeys and almond smashes as you want. You don't mind if I call you a soda jerk, right?
Of course not.
All
That's
right,
the
I just
title.
want to make sure.
Yes, sir.
That's
the title. It comes with it. So
People call me a jerk on the internet every day.
I'll gladly accept it. I'll roll with that.
George Fotis has been running Drug City not since 1954, but in the same fashion at 1954. Come on by, get a shirt. My daughter-in-law is going to have her birthday party here, and my wife's already half boozed up around here. I'm going to have to drive home. Slide by Costas and grab some
There you
crabs
go.
on the way home.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have crab soup today.
Yes, sir. Cream Cream of
Mr.
crab.
Statham is here.
Yep.
Cream today, not red.
Cream of crab.
Okay.
We have a new chef, Mike Dela Cruz, just came on board with us 2 weeks ago. He's doing fantastic, does great soup. So we got it ready for you whenever you're ready, bud.
All right, man. I got chips stuck in my teeth from the lemon pepper potato chips. Got 55 different kind of potato chips.
We can do any
variety,
season.
man.
That's
You can
correct.
have it your
Yes,
way
sir.
at Drug City and at the
You
Fountain.
can. You can.
Thanks, George. Appreciate you,
Good
man.
seeing you.
Anything else? I miss anything?
No,
or
no, we're good.
You gotta
Thank
get out
you
of here.
for
You got
stopping
kids
by.
and you got people to serve and grilled
never
cheese to
ends.
make, paninis to make,
Sodas to make.
a jerk to be. There
Drinks.
you go.
Jerk
Whiskey's to
always.
pour.
Whiskey's to pour. That's right.
The Fountain. We're at Drug City. Calvin Statham. I call him King Calvin. He is here. The Statham singers are not here, but I'm going to emulate that. We're going to talk My Fair Lady. We're going to talk about life in Dundalk. We're going to talk about teaching. We're going to talk about young people and children. And I'm going to tell the story of My Fair Lady and my reunion with the great Calvin Statham and Jerry Piper and Lori Piper as well down at the Hippodrome. I'm Nestor. It's all brought to you by our friends at the Maryland Lottery. I have scratch-offs here. Everyone's getting them. They're old school. They brought the Wishbone back, 50th anniversary Wishbone.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
The
old logo.
old
That's
logo
right.
back.
Yes,
so
sir.
I'm giving these out. We were going to be at Fadley's on Wednesday. Got a little issue with Damie. We're going to push that until after March Madness. So no Fadley's on Wednesday. So a little update there. But we are here. Also brought to you by our friends at Window Nation. 866-90Nation. You buy two, you get two free, and you get 24 months free financing. I got new windows in August. We're saving dough. Like my cat likes it. I like it. There's no draft. Get new windows, Window Nation. Thanks, George. Appreciate
Sounds
you, man.
good. Take care.
Go see Chuck at the bar, and if you can get to him, because it's elbows in there today just to get up there to get myself a suburban almond smash, as well as some cream of crab soup. Back for more. We are the Maryland Crab Cake Tour. I'm Nestor. We're WNST AM 1570. Towson, Baltimore, and we never stop talking. Baltimore positive from Drug City.